Hello, adventure racers. William Wild Bill Donahue here, and I have the live tracker up, and I thought I would take the opportunity just to explain how this course is laid out. So right now I'm showing just the boys, just the male teams here because they're scattered all over the place because they're boys, and that's what we do. But that's fine. Right, so if we look here, on the rules of travel, stage one is choose your own adventure, which basically means there are 5 different sub-stages, right, to stage one, 5 different parts. You need to do each part, right, to continue. You don't need to get every checkpoint in each part. The rules specify. So here we go on, if you choose to do, when you choose to do 1C, you need to, this has wet and dry, you need to collect at least 2 CPs, right? You can do them in any order, and there's a total of 4 CPs in this section, right? So in choosing your own adventure, right, and the teams got this information about an hour before start, they had to look it over and say, okay, what do we want to do first, right? You can take them in order. So 1A was a land navigation. We can see right now, it looks like team 395, Race Register Racing, is on the land navigation. And if we look, here they are down here, getting these checkpoints. You just disregard this D right here. That's just because they got a little too close to it. No worries. But this wasn't the first one that they did today, right? They started with checkpoint C. All right, they started on loop C. And go back to our rules of travel, stage one. Right, that was a boat. Right, that was over here. Right, so they decided to do the shorter of the 2 paddles first. Leg B is a longer paddle. One of the caveats was you couldn't do the same discipline back to back. So you couldn't paddle C and then go paddle B. You had to paddle C, come off, do something else. Then you could go back onto the water. A, B, C. D is the mountain bike section that's down here. I think we got a couple teams. Spurious is over there. Here's Type 2 Fun is rocking the mountain bike right now. And then that far away, right? These people that are like, what are you doing all the way up there? This was actually a bike up to this section where you dropped your bike here and then had a 4-mile foot nav before you did 10 miles back to HQ, right? To the start / TA1 and eventually the finish line. Once they finish all 5 of those sections, then they're going to get on to stage 2. And this is where they're going to travel by bike. All these points here are optional in stage 2, as well as stage 3, 4, and 5. So they can just go and get whatever they want through the night and tomorrow until they're done, right? So they've got them all, they've had enough, and they head back to the finish, right? So 2 is a bike, 3 is by foot, 4 is a bike, and they will finish out with a land nav section. Couple race within the race here. The fastest paddle from leg 1B will get an award, fastest bike on stage 1D, and then the fastest orienteering from down here in stage 3 will receive a special award. So I hope that clears up, gives you a little sense. There's also a great video of the race with an overview and to explain it more.